So Call of Duty Warzone just came out, and I have to say this is a really fun game. I'm really loving the hell out of it. I'm doing so good. Every single game I played so far, which was like 5 games at least, I was in the top 5 with my squad, and we're just dropping everyone. The best we came in so far was second, and I have to say, you guys gotta follow these tips exactly how we play, and you guys are gonna love it as well. I'm gonna give you guys so many great tips in order to stay alive and seriously kill every single enemy that you guys see and stop dying within Call of Duty Warzone. What is up, guys? My name is Nick, and today we're going to be talking about how to kill everyone and stop dying in Call of Duty Warzone so you guys could get your first dub, your first victory within this game. But before we do, I just want to get into a quick sponsored message because, dude, these guys are amazing. And you guys know I don't work with sponsors a lot, and when I do, it's because I freaking love the product, and I really love this one. So, guys, I got in touch with these dudes. They're called Hip Touch Wireless Earpods. These things are literally amazing. If you guys love Apple AirPods but don't want to waste so much damn money on them, trust me, guys, you go ahead and buy a pair of Hip Touch earpods. I find them 10 times better, and they're so much cheaper as well. You can get a pair of these for roughly $60, whereas the AirPods are like 200 plus, and they feel a lot more comfortable in the ears when you leave them in for hours on end. Trust me, I got both, and these ones are definitely better. They have super quick connection, and they work perfectly through Bluetooth and can work with both iOS and Android. So if you're either one of those users, you don't have to worry whatsoever, and the sound is top quality and pretty much soundproof as well. You won't be hearing much of the outdoors when using these things. Now, guys, I love these. There will be the first link in the description, so go ahead, get yourself a pair. These things are amazing. But let's get into the actual tips now. So if you're struggling with accuracy, man, I got you guys covered. All right, so just watch this video, kill those enemies, and it's gonna be good. So the first tip I want to give you guys, and this is going to be the first tip because this is something you got to do for sure, is to always stay outside the circle. You never want to get into the circle within this game mode right here. If you get into the circle, it should only be the final few circles. The first circles before that, you want to stay to the outside, let all the enemies on the inside kill each other, and then you just walk around and kill the people stranding around and walking everywhere. Now, one thing you want to do when you do see enemies is to challenge them before they challenge you, and that might sound counterproductive, but it's definitely something you want to do. You want to rush, and keep on rushing the enemies. They don't make them panic. Trust me, guys are going to panic like crazy, and that's the one thing you want them to do. You want them to panic so that they start missing their shots and you could kill them easy. And once they start panicking, you guys move in closer to them, get closer to them, and start dropping them like crazy. Now, the guns that I noticed that do really amazing in this game mode are not the same guns that do amazing within multiplayer. So, for example, one of the ARs that I love is the Scar. My boy was using the Scar, and he dropped so many people within a few minutes. And the next one is the M4A1. So the M4A1 is actually really good, but I highly recommend not picking one up from someone else. You want to make your own M4A1 and then pick it up from a weapon supply drop or something like that. The SMGs that do really damn good are the PP19. Surprisingly, I didn't think it was going to do so good, but it really does. And also the MP5, which I love the MP5 anyways, so I'm glad in this game mode it's actually worth using. So those are the 4 guns you really want to use. Now, obviously there's snipers, shotguns, and all that kind of stuff, but really shotguns, I mean, unless you're using the 725, I don't recommend using any of the shotguns you could get from the ground within this game. So definitely don't do that. Now, I also want to say, when you're alone versus an entire squad, like you guys can see in the gameplay in the background, I'm alone versus an entire squad right here, and I was kind of nervous. I didn't think I was going to get them, but I made sure to actually go and push them like crazy. But once you get into a situation like this, you want to make sure that you get them one-on-one. You don't want to actually go up against a full squad head-on. I got lucky here, and I did pick off the first one, and then the second one, then I rushed the third one. But what you want to do in a situation where it's you versus an entire team, you want to make sure that you catch them off guard. Follow them around for a little bit and move to a different location, wait for one of them to run by alone, kill him, and then go to another location again that's near there where you could see where you killed him. His teammates are going to come out looking for that dude, and then that's when you start shooting at them as well. It makes it a lot easier for you, and you'll get those kills a lot more if you're in those 1v3 situations. So trust me, guys, make sure to pick at least one off before you go fight them all. Now, if you get shot from a far distance, what you want to do is get to cover and try to to leave that area. If there's someone who shoots you and they have good accuracy at a really long distance, that's not someone you guys want to get into a gunfight with. So trust me, get the heck out of there and move forward. Now, one thing that's really good in game modes like this is height advantage. So you should always be trying to get the height. Always make sure that you can get on top of a hill, a building, a tall building, a little house, anything. Just get on top of the enemies and make yourself a harder target to hit. Once you get to the top, they're only going to be able to see your head, and you're going to see their entire body. And you should also be head glitching every single chance you get. For those of you who don't know what a head glitch is, it's pretty much standing behind an object and waiting for the enemies to run by you, and then you shoot at them. They could only see your forehead when you do this, and that's why it's technically a glitch, because in Call of Duty games, you can't see much, and you're going to see their entire body again, making them a really easy target to hit, while simultaneously making yourself a very hard target to hit. So always do that, and when you're shooting at the enemies, you always want to aim for the upper chest or the neck. You don't aim directly at the head, because once you get shot, your gun is going to kick upwards and shoot towards the sky, but always aim towards that upper chest and the neck area, and you guys are going to be killing the enemies a lot easier. You don't want to shoot them in their feet while they have their shields on, and it's going to take a lot of damn bullets to kill them. So trust me, guys, make sure you're hitting that upper chest and that neck area to knock their shields out fast and then bring down their health even faster. Now, what you want to do once you actually knock an enemy down, and you guys might not like me for this, a lot of people might be like, Nick, you're such a mean dude, why would you do that? But what you really want to do is once you knock someone down, you want to completely finish him. Just BM the dude, bad manner the guy, and just completely finish him. This way his teammates cannot go and revive him, and then all three of them come after you again. This way it's a 2v1 against, or if your entire squad is alive, it's a 3v2 for you guys, and luckily it's a lot easier. But you always want to completely finish the enemy. Never let them live, ever. And I mean, I know that might be bad, that might be mean, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Now, I also want to say, when you're starting the game, when you're flying off the plane, what you want to do is avoid hot landing spots. Land away from the circle. Never land in the circle, but don't land too far from the circle at the same time, but land somewhere where there's not going to be a lot of enemies. This is good because it gives you time to actually loot up, pick up great weapons, pick up great stuff, and get yourself ready for gunfights. Whereas if you land in a hot zone, which is somewhere you don't want to be, you're kind of screwed because all you have is your pistol. The enemies might be picking up stuff and they could kill you right at the beginning of the game, and that's something you don't want. Then you got to go to the gulag showers, gotta hope the luck is on your side and you win that 1v1 gunfight, and then you gotta get back into the game and you only have a pistol all over again. So you're pretty much restarting while every single person in the lobby had so much time to prepare their loadout and stuff like that. So trust me, make sure to land away from the hot spots, but still close enough to the circle that once the storm comes in, you guys can actually make it in. Now, one thing I want to say also, if you see a lot of enemies at a very long distance, just take the shot, man. Just always take the shot. No matter how far they are, this is a good time to actually take off some of the shield from the enemies. Now, even if this doesn't seem logical, even if it doesn't seem like you'll get the kill, what you want to do is still take the shot no matter what. Even if someone else on the map ends up killing that guy, it makes the game, the rest of the game, a lot more easier for you with that guy being out. But let's say you never took those shots. That could be 3 extra people alive in a game that you saw from long distance but never shot them. That could be 3 extra people alive. Then you get to the final circle and it's those 3 dudes and they kill you. You could have avoided all that if you just shot at them a lot earlier in the game and helped take out their shield. So that's what I noticed, at least, and what I like to do a lot, what I really love to do is follow enemies around and wait for them to feel like they're comfortable. Wait for them to feel like they're alone, and that's when you really want to attack them. But the guns, guys, I'm telling you, the guns you really want to use, I said this earlier in the video, is the SCAR, the M4A1, the PP19 up close, and the MP5. I would make a class with every single one of these weapons, and when you do make a class, make sure you put an assault rifle as your primary and then run a actual SMG as your secondary. Don't run a pistol or anything like that. That way, once the class loadouts actually drop, or if you buy one for $6,000, you could go ahead and pick your class right there and be set to drop people like crazy. So trust me, your class loadout is really important important before the game starts as well, and you make sure you guys go ahead and do that. But like I said at the beginning of the video, guys, those hip touch earpods, like I know it's a sponsored video, but I'm the one who contacted them because I really do love those things. They're actually amazing, and I want you guys to go ahead and use those because, dude, earpods, AirPods, whatever from Apple, they're just too expensive, man. And these are like literally the same quality. I ended up buying a pair for 60 bucks, and it's the same exact quality, and they just feel a lot more comfortable. Yeah, that's gonna be the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here with those notifications turned on. Drop a like if you guys made it this far as well, and let me know down in the comments if you guys are enjoying this game mode or not. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it's addicting. Warzone is really damn fun to play. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.